Hey, Shalom Yasharala, which means peace, Israel. I'd like to start off by giving our praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem HaKakwadash. Yahweh, that's the true and powerful mighty name of who the word equally calls God, Jehovah, Yahweh, our higher. Bahashem means in the name, Yahweh Shai. Salakia. Yahweh Shai, that's the true and powerful mighty name of who the word equally calls Jesus Christ, Yeshua, Yeshua, or Yeshaya. And the HaKakwadash is the Holy Spirit according to the ancient Paleo Hebrew tongue. I'd like to give up honors unto the apostles and elders, a great millstone who have learned the truth of the Bible from. And peace, blessing, safety, and salutation unto the hopeful elect and to you believers and listeners out there that came back into the faith and obedience of Yahweh Bashem Shai. I'm the brother Yawam coming back at you with another lesson. Lord willing, edifying to the Lord's elect. And hey, never trust our enemies, man. Okay, we gotta stop putting our faith in a nation that cannot save us. Alright, so what you see here is an article I have pulled up 21 hours ago, and it says we have to go back to 1798. Trump proposes taking U.S. back to when slavery was legal, and that's really what this devil wants. Okay, because really ultimately we was never freed. Okay, the plantation just got bigger, just became one big corporation. Well, let's get into this article. Former President Donald Trump proposed making America great again by taking the country back to a time when slavery was legal and women couldn't vote. And on the cool, in the kingdom of heaven, slavery is going to be legal and women are not going to be able to vote, because that's how it's supposed to be. Okay, you're all supposed to have servants, especially if your sovereign's supposed to have servants and handmaids and all that. And women, really, to be technical, women are second-class citizens. All right, not like how here in America, Babylon the Great, the land of confusion, that they're first-class citizens. Okay, that's going back into the turning of things upside down, and also a woman compassing a man, which is going off. But that's part of the curses that was put, especially on the Israelites, the Lord's people, which the Israelites consist primarily of these so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native, some of the Indians, West Indians, and Haitians. You also have the Israelite foreigners who are likened unto a speckled bird, who may look like the heathen nations, because they've been scattered amongst the heathen nations, but their bloodline and lineage goes back onto Jacob by way of their fathers. Okay. Back to the article, though. During a Monday rally in Greenville, North Carolina, the former president talked about his plan to conduct. Well, they worked me like a slave today. About his plan to conduct mass deportations if re-elected. And he's mainly going after the northern tribe, the northern kingdom, which is the Latino and Native indigenous people. If Kamala gets 4 more years, you would not only have a country left. Immediately upon taking the oath of office, I will launch the largest deportation program in American history. I will rescue every town across America that has been invaded and conquered, and we will put these vicious and bloodthirsty criminals in jail or kick them the hell out of our country back to where they came from. And you want to be technical, they are coming back to where they came from, because you stole this country from them. Okay, you stole this country from them. Let me not get back to the article. Trump said he will invoke a law, the Alien Enemies Act of 1798, to speed up deportations. Think of that. 1798, he told the crowd. That's when we had real politicians that said we're not going to play games. We have to go back to 1798 to target and dismantle every migrant criminal network operating on American soil. Okay. Activists pointed out that 1790 era politics had some drawbacks. By 1798, politicians had made it legal to own slaves and illegal for women to vote in America. American Bridge noted on X, formerly Twitter. So, you know what people, they want to make slaves legal again, okay? Because it said taking U.S. back to when slavery was legal, okay? And who was in slavery back during those times? The Israelites, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. They were the main ones, okay, getting oppressed, and still are the main ones getting oppressed. All right? That's why we got to get saved and delivered out of here. So let's get some scriptures. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. And if Trump puts that law into effect, it'll be an unrighteous decree, but I mean, it'll help accelerate Jacob's trouble. Okay, it'll help accelerate, the time of martial law and chaos and order out of chaos, all of that, man. Okay, so, stuff like this has to happen, okay? People probably be like, why would you want this to happen? Because that'll speed up the ushering in of Yahweh kingdom, which is the kingdom of heaven, right? Where righteousness will be established, okay? And order will be back on the earth, okay? And let me get this scripture real quick because I couldn't find it earlier. Okay. Give me a second. Bear with me, Baba Kasha. I know it says perpetual hatred. Oh, here it is. It's Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, and Esau, the self-proclaimed white man, Esau Edom, his blessing is the sword, okay? In the time of their calamity, which we're still in the time of our calamity now, and look at, for instance, they'll be quick to gun us down in the streets. It was a report went out recently that they found a Judite man, an African American man, hanging. I think it was in his home. I think it was like Alabama or some shit like that. But even still lynching us. Okay, still getting gunned down in these streets. We still fill up the prison population. Okay. Therefore, verse 6, as I live, said the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sith thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Thus will I make Mount Seir is a code word for Esau Edom, most desolate, and cut off from him that passeth out, and him that returneth by. And I will fill his mountains goes into governments, with his slain men, in thy hills and in thy valleys and in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy city shall not return, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Right? He's going to bring them down for what they did unto the Lord's people, they did unto the apple of the Lord's eye. And he's going to jack them up. He's going to jack them up for that. And Lord willing, we're able to witness the downfall of our enemy, man. Okay? Because they let's say if Trump gets that in, these devils are going to be like, let's get it. Let's get it real quick. No, it's the second Esdras. No, it's gonna be towards the end. Okay. This is 2 Ezra 16. I'm going to start at verse 69. No, I'm going to start at verse 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idols, with things offered unto idols. Going into the MOTB, okay, because they're going to be, having a lot of people at gunpoint trying to force them to take that MOTB, okay, which is that micro C-hip. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden under foot. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. And who's the people that fear the Lord? The Israelites. All right. Whether they're in this truth or not, all right, our people have a zeal, but not according to knowledge. Verse 71, this is the point. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. Okay. And that's going into martial law. Them, coming down on the Lord's people. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out their houses. So, the scriptures are prophesying about, what DJ Trump was talking about doing. Okay. Even like I said, things like this have to happen. So let's see what I'm gonna get next. And then, even if something like this happened, we have nothing to worry about. Okay, but let me get this real quick. Matter of fact, showing that we don't have nothing to worry about, let's go to the book of Sirach, also known as the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 4 and verse 28. Strive for the truth unto death, and Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua shall fight for you. Okay? So we got to keep fighting for this truth, man. Keep enduring. So Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua can come through for us. And then even, let's get this, still in the book of Sirach. Let's get chapter 27 and verse 26. Whoso diggeth the pit shall fall therein, and he that setteth the trap shall be taken thereof. He that worketh mischief, it shall fall upon him, and he shall know not whence it come. Right? So a lot of these things that have set up to, come against the Lord's people, they're gonna end up falling into their own trap, man. Point blank, period. Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thy enemy, for like his iron rusted soileth his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust has not altogether been wiped away. Right? Because these people, they try to come off in the facade like they righteous, like they pure, like, they have good intentions. But they really wicked and trying to, set people up at the end of the day. Set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such come nigh as wild beasts? So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him, and his sins who will pity? He will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. And if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first, and though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. So that's all these devils do. They pretend to help. They don't have Jake's best interest at heart. Let's go to Psalms 55:21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Yeah, because they want to come for the Lord's people, man. They ready to roll on Jake. Okay. Oh, I believe it's Lamentations. Let me see. Probably gonna have to go to Google. Yep. Give me a second, Baba Kashaw. Right on my phone, Baba Kashaw. Yep, Lamentations 4. Okay. A real closeout on this is Lamentations chapter 4, verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that cannot save us. Right? So, these people, they cannot save us. The only entity that can save us, and who's going to come save us, the elect of the nation of Israel, Lord willing, we're part of that number, is Yahweh Shai. And you can see things are getting tighter. Okay, things are heating up and getting more intense. Need to be drawn out closer and closer unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai to the best of our ability, so we won't get caught with our pants down. So I pray and hope this lesson was edifying, giving our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Makakodash, double honors to the apostles, elders, great millstone, and peace, blessing, safety, and salutation to the hopeful elect, and to you believers and listeners out there. Shalom.